Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. Eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm eating another sub sandwich. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? What happens to be my boom? One of my Static X shirts. Yay, Static X is awesome. And if you're unfamiliar with the band Static X, they've been around since like the mid to late 90s. Really kind of hit their stride in the late 90s, early 2000s period when like the new metal scene was really kind of, at its precipice. I actually didn't immediately get into them. Like, I liked their stuff pretty much right from the go, but it wasn't something like I just had a lot of other bands that I was kind of into at the time. And then I was also a kid, so it's not like I had money to like just go out and, buy every album I wanted to. But eventually, I did get their seminal album, Wisconsin Death Trip, which I loved. I thought it was fantastic. But then I kind of fell off for a bit, as the new metal scene started to die down. And sadly, it wasn't until after their lead singer, Wayne Static, passed away, and kind of the newest, most current incarnation of the band, came about, that I really kind of ramped things up, because initially, I didn't know if this was going to be the only time that they were going to perform like this or whatever, but I really enjoyed Static X. Definitely one of my favorite bands these days. I've seen them perform live a number of times. I actually have videos of said performances that are on this channel, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're a really badass band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Well, like I said, it is a sub sandwich, and it's from my favorite sandwich spot. Boom! It's from Subway. Yay, Subway. Now, real quick, because this is a sub sandwich review, I have to preface it with three things. Number one being that for over 2 years' time I'm doing this, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures, and what that means is I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, be they chain locations, delis, Walmart, etc. I've been trying out sub sandwiches, I've been reviewing them, I've been posting them to my YouTube channel. And that's where number two comes in, because I'm such a nice guy. I don't just post them to my YouTube channel. I also have a specific playlist called Subs for Subs. That is where my sub sandwich reviews all end up. At the time I'm doing this, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews on there. And that's where number three comes into play, because I forgot what I was going to say. No, because all you have to do, folks, if you want more sub sandwich review and goodness, is just wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is sub day. That's the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. So if you want more sub sandwich review and goodness, just wait until Sunday. But anyway, what sub sandwich did I get from Subway? Well, folks, I had to order this online because it is an online exclusive, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not terribly impressed so far, but it's boom! It's this! What is this? Again, this is an online only. This is from their Subway series of sandwiches. This is the Monster, which consists of a thick-cut steak, crispy bacon, double Monterey cheddar, green peppers, red onions with a peppercorn ranch, and I got on the Italian herbs and cheese bread. This is your Monster. That. Okay? But let's try. Folks, you can't make that up. What the fuck even? God, Jesus. Alright, well, it looks like this. Ha 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 ha. Subway, this is why everybody thinks you suck, because you put out suck subs. This is supposed to be your Monster with all the extra stuff. Look at it. That's pathetic. That's You know what? Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be the new thumbnail. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's weak. But let's try it anyway. Maybe it'll taste better than, I don't know, eating sand. Bread's good. Nicely toasted. That whole first bite was like 90% bread. and then a little veg. I'm having to go so far into this to get to the goddamn proteins. The veg tastes nice. I'll give it that. It's crisp. It tastes fresh. It's got a good flavor to it. Man, fucking Subway is such a ripoff. I like to be positive, but like the peppercorn ranch sauce is nice. I'll give it that. It does have a nice kind of mild peppery flavor mixed with a nice cool ranch. It's very creamy flavor. I like that. Honestly, even when you get to the bulk of the protein, which of course is in the dead goddamn center, it's nothing great. I mean, what the fuck is thick about that? It's not thick. That's nothing. It also has no flavor. It's just the peppercorn flavor. It has a slight meatiness. That's about it. The bacon is there, but it's not very good bacon. If it wasn't for the peppercorn sauce and the bread, I mean, what can you even say? This is pathetic. This is genuinely pathetic. And I understand, like, some of it is just going to be location, And to be fair, this isn't I didn't get this from my normal Subway location because I had to online order this. And the stupid online ordering thing went over there and sent it to the closest location instead of the one that I normally go to. So some of that might play a role. I mentioned in my previous review that I just did, part of it too probably comes down to, I would genuinely recommend, if you're going to go to like a Subway or something like that, be there in person to watch them make it, because I personally think it probably prompts them to go over there and actually put a little bit more into it, whereas if, you're doing it online, you can kind of get away with it. But, no, that's pathetic. That is one of the sorriest excuses, especially for a sub that you're calling the Monster, and it's an online exclusive, and blah, blah, blah. It's fucking pathetic. That's just dog shit. But 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Fuck no, fuck no. Here's the thing. Even if, fundamentally, okay, even if there was a better, ratio of protein and stuff like that, and, it was a little bit more filled out, fundamentally, I still don't think this would be that great of a sub, because the protein that they're using isn't great. The steak is, again, it's got a little bit of a meaty flavor to it, but it's fairly flavorless otherwise. And then you've got, again, the bacon, it's hardly noticeable. And this really kind of is the thing when it comes to Subway. They are the McDonald's of sub locations. That's what they do, and it is what it is. But, like, it's not cheap, and you're getting ripped off. It's just the case, and I have tried to be somewhat more favorable towards them, because, when they've come out with some of their more premium subs lately, they've been a little bit better about putting it together and stuff like that, and so I've been a little bit more willing to be like, okay, yeah, I can't keep doing that with this. I can't keep fucking giving you a pass just because the curve that you've created is so low. I mean, in terms of overall flavor, it wasn't horrible. I'll say that much for it. But again, it's not good. It's not good, and it really is, I'll be honest, if it weren't for me doing these reviews, I'd never fucking eat at Subway, because I think they're not very good, Again, I have had occasional ones that were better than others, but, like, for that reason, I'm not going to recommend it. I can't. Because it is one of those I mean, obviously Subway has its fans, and, you know, maybe your location does it better than all the other ones. I don't know. What I do know is this. For me personally, there is almost no sub location. I'd even at this point say Jimmy John's is better. There's almost no sub locations out there that aren't better than Subway, you know? And yeah, they occasionally come up with some interesting stuff, whatever, but they need to have better ingredients and they need to put more shit in there. You're a $1 billion company. Do the job, okay? Go over there and just add in a little bit. I know your stock prices won't be quite as extreme, and no, you know, one guy won't make another $800 billion per second, but just drop it a little bit. Just, you know, you tried. You tried, Subway. You know, you said, hey, we're committed to, we want to give you a better experience, and then do it. Sorry, I got a little bit upset. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of week, monumental rest of month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly don't fucking eat it Subway-tastic rest of your life. I'm sorry. I can't give it to them anymore. You know, this is probably the saddest sub, outside of like some absolute shit like gas station subs I've had. This is definitely the worst sub I've had. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Again, folks, you know, I don't want to, like, call, you know, like it would matter. I'm going to call for a boycott. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. But we have to demand better. You know, Subway's been getting a pass for a long fucking time, and they're not good. You know, that's the thing. It's just they're not. And I'm not expecting, like, fucking, like, deli quality or anything like that. But you can see, even with other chain locations, Jersey Mike's, even Jimmy John's, it can be done way better. You know? And it has to be. Because it's just, this is pathetic.